Spokane Police Department!
New body camera video shows the tense moments as Spokane police go door to door to get people out of danger during the Spokane area fires.
And I'm tracking above average temperatures for your Thursday, but big changes arrive this weekend. The details ahead.
They've served a free hot breakfast to people in need for decades, but now Shalom Ministry says they are temporarily shutting down. Their reason why and when their last day is. Time to rise and shine, everyone. Good morning. 6 o'clock here on your Thursday. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham. Well, Jenny Power joining us here. Jenny, it's Friday Eve. I know you like to call it Baby Friday.
Yes.
People are trying to enjoy the last few weeks of summer, I guess, or of August, I should say. How hot is it going to be today?
Oh, Tim, temperatures are going to be climbing later on this afternoon. So if you're a fan of the warmer weather, that's what's in store for your Thursday. I want to start by showing you this live look, though, over parts of Lake Coeur d'Alene. We've seen a really pretty sunrise now that it has officially risen. Temperatures mild, 58 degrees right now over in Coeur d'Alene, and currently it is seeing winds out of the east-southeast near about 5 miles per hour sustained. So it's light. It's a mild morning here that we are currently seeing outside. 61 degrees in Spokane, 56 right now for Moses Lake. We are in the low 50s down on the Palouse and still hanging out in the mid 40s down up north to Sandpoint, Idaho. As far as our current air quality conditions go, we actually are still waking up to widespread moderate air quality, so that is the better news. It is, however, still unhealthy up toward parts of the northern Cascades and just west of Omak. But current satellite and radar for you, things are mostly clear, so it is going to be a mostly sunny day here ahead of us. Also, welcome back to kids that might be going to school. This is a big heads up to the Linden Ritzville folks that will be seeing temperatures climb later on this afternoon. Speaking of temperatures climbing, we really see that over the next 12 hours in Spokane. We will see mostly calm winds, plenty of sun, and seeing a break from some of that haze. However, I am tracking some bigger changes that are on the way for this upcoming weekend. We could see the chance of even some isolated to scattered thunderstorms and elevated winds. But we'll talk more about that in my extended forecast. Let's take a look at what we're seeing outside on your traffic impact so far this morning. Right now, this is a live look at I-90 and Arthur, where overall things are in pretty good shape out on the morning commute. Dry road conditions, low traffic volumes. On our traffic maps, we have been in the green. I'm seeing a little bit of some red through parts of westbound I-90 into downtown Spokane, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Tim.
New body camera video KREM 2 News obtained showing the rush to get everyone out of a neighborhood as the Spokane area fires closed in. You can see smoke filling the air as this officer is running door to door to let people know they have to evacuate. Later in the show, we are talking with one of the officers who will walk us through the process of making sure everyone got out of the evacuation zone safely. Well, today marks the reopening of the Fairmount Memorial Park after the Spokane area fires forced the cemetery to close. KREM 2's Regan Gallo joins us live from Fairmount right now. So Regan, you spoke with park leaders about what it took to get the cemetery ready to reopen. What did they have to say? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tim. Well, I am told by staff that tens of thousands of people have been laid to rest at Fairmount Memorial Park. So when the fires came through, it was super important to get restoration and repairs done right away. I'm bending down right now just to show one part of the property. Seeing this singed grass right here, the singed grass can be seen throughout the property. And so this is just one thing that they are dealing with as an irrigation project is in the midst as well before these fires. And then as you can see behind me, the exterior of this building was impacted. I believe a window on the backside did break because of the fire and the heat. However, the inside remains intact. So those are just some examples of what they're working on as it opens up today for the public to still walk through. Some things about the restoration in the property also: singed grass, like I said, the flames came through, but grave sites remain remain protected underground in those concrete vaults. The park was also going through that irrigation project, like I said, which did burn some of that piping that was laid out to then be put into the ground. But because so many people have chosen this as their final resting place, staff tell me restoring the property and caring for the grounds immediately has been a top priority.
I think cemeteries have a lot of negative connotation to it sometimes, but it's a peaceful place. It's a place where people have a little bit of time to meditate, to be quiet. I'm excited to allow that to happen again. I think it'll bring back some normalcy for some family members.
We are very lucky as far as our park as a whole. You will see some burned areas and some scorched areas, but overall, we are very fortunate with the park as a whole, and so we're thankful for that.
Fairmount officials also tell me the Sunset Chapel will remain closed due to some of that exterior fire damage, though the mausoleum wing can be accessed from the northeast corner. They are telling visitors that if there is some damage to a headstone or a crypt, for example, to let staff know immediately. And also they are asking visitors to remain out of restricted areas as crews continue to work. And the Fairmount team says they are so thankful for the public's patience throughout this entire process. They say they have 21 pending services that they had to pause. So that means ceremonies or cremations or burials. So they are working through that with those families and loved ones as they are finally allowing people back in today. We'll be walking around through the park this morning as we continue. For now, reporting at Fairmount Memorial, Tim, back to you.
Regan, thanks. As community members work on picking up what's left after the fires, a nonprofit is lending a helping hand in the cleanup. Samaritan's Purse is a nonprofit working with local volunteers to help those families. The group says it has already helped 16 families with more than 110 requests for assistance. More than 60 volunteers are sifting through the ash looking for anything that may have survived, while also reminding homeowners they are not alone.
What we really want to do is to be present for those homeowners to know that they're not alone. So many of our local day volunteers that are coming out are local. They're coming out to help their neighbors, to help each other.
Before families get the all clear to clean up, hazardous materials must be removed by the EPA and properties must be cleared of asbestos. If you need help cleaning up or want to help those impacted, we have that information on our website, KREM.com. Personal protective equipment kits will be available for people impacted by the Spokane area fires. You can get those kits today at Station 17. Kits will be available for pickup between 3 and 6 p.m. The kits will have masks, gloves, and a protective suit. The city of Spokane has a full list of what to do and what to wear while returning to properties impacted by the fires. New this morning, the Spokane City Council approved Mayor Lisa Brown's executive order declaring an emergency in response to the Spokane area fires. This means that the city won't have to go through the competitive bidding process or seek council approval for fire building efforts. Now, the goal here is to speed up the recovery process. The city says the executive order will stay in place until October, but could be expanded if needed. To your other top stories, we're looking at new video capturing the moment a tank imploded at the Nippon Dino Wave paper mill in Longview. 11 people died when the white liquor tank collapsed back in May. You can see the cloud of debris there at the top of your screen. The chemical spilled across the parking lot and into a nearby ditch. The tank failure is under investigation and the paper mill remains mostly shut down. New this morning, a Post Falls man has been arrested following a standoff last night. Post Falls police say 42-year-old Curtis Moreland had a felony warrant for a robbery and grand theft of a taxi cab on Tuesday night. The police department says Moreland refused to leave his home. However, after 2 hours, he surrendered and was taken into custody. This morning will be the last breakfast served at Shalom Ministries as they are temporarily shutting down. They say they received a notice that their lease and tenancy will be terminated by the new building owner. The ministry says because of the cost and the time to relocate, they are temporarily shutting down. Shalom says they served more than 80,000 meals last year and were on track to do the same this year. Still ahead here on Up with KREM, we are hearing firsthand on how first responders help people get out during the Spokane area fires.
Everyone was putting their own well-being aside, making sure they get to homes.
After the break, Spokane police walk us through the process of evacuating a quarter of the city. Still ahead, new data shows Washington's unemployment numbers have dropped. We'll explain what's behind the change. But first, it's time for your wake-up call where we ask you a question of the day. Today is National Bacon Lovers Day. So we thought it'd be fun to talk about what you're having for breakfast, and maybe it is bacon. Someone writing in, not enough time to make bacon in the morning. I agree. You can do it the night before. Someone, Rick having menudo. Love that. My mom used to make menudo, and she always used to say soup is great in the morning because it warms up your body. All right, let us know what's for breakfast, 509-448-2000. But we want to wish a very happy first day of school to students, teachers, and staff at the Lind-Ritzville Cooperative Schools today. Happy first day of school, everyone. Gosh, summer's over, but it's an exciting new chapter. So we hope it's an amazing year filled with lots of learning and fun.
When you see a kid just like their mood just changes, they light up, they want to see you, they're excited to see my coordinators, they're excited to be at school, they're excited to learn, and it just changes, and you just see a future, and they see their own future.